Hello, welcome to the Sacred Space. I hope you're doing well and I'm glad you are here. Let's talk about some events that are happening this week and the week ahead, okay? So today is Sunday, September 21st, 2025. Today is a new moon and it is a partial solar eclipse day. Now tomorrow is the first day of fall. We're going to see what portal is open for us right now, and we're going to pull tarot and some other oracle cards. First, let's get into this white light oracle. Now, I hope something resonates so much to where you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Sacred Space, okay? If you want to join the Candle Magic crew, you can do that too. It is only $4.99 a month, and you can hit join right there on the screen. So let's see what the message is from the white light oracle, and we'll set it to the side. What we're going to do is we'll read the message out of the guidebook at the end. What is a message for the collective for this week? What wishes to come through? This is the back of the deck. What wishes to come through for us today, right now? And the plan is to do like a video a day if I don't have too much going on at the time. We are going to upload on Tuesday. Tuesdays are really, really light days for Uber. Monday, I'm trying to get it in. So Tuesday is kind of a light day. I'll work part of the day, and then I'll most likely do a reading Tuesday out by the waterfall or a water feature, okay, down in the town center. So that's always a great vibe. Hope to see you in that video Tuesday, okay? Ooh, we got the owl spirit. The number 20 is connected to judgment. And we have the spirit of the owl with the 852 hertz frequency. So we're going to see what that frequency is about. See what it says in the book. You may already know, but connecting in with that hertz frequency may activate some kind of new perspective for you. And especially if you fall asleep to it. The owl is nocturnal. So there's something that's going to activate this week. Your vision is going to be super clear. Your hearing, clairaudience may get activated. You know, owls, the way that their ears are set. One ear is a little bit slightly in front of the other ear. Okay. Something is going to change. Possibly your mind may change about something. You know, owls can click their head out of this, they got like a little latch and they can click their head out. I don't know what you really call it, but there's whatever this vertebrae or whatever it is, they click it out of this little space, and this is how they can turn their head 180 degrees to each side. They cannot flip it all the way around 360 degrees, and that's what a lot of people believe, because you may see an owl sitting with the body facing forward, but the head is, you know, facing the back. And you think, how did this owl flip his head all the way around 360 degrees? It didn't. It clicked it 180 degrees. Okay. So something may not be what it seems, but your perspective is going to change on a situation because you're going to be able to see something more clearly. Now, you know, their clairaudience is, man, they got some really, really strong, intense clairaudience. And this is how they get to their food. You understand? They can't, I don't think that they can like see through like snow and things like that, but they do have pristine vision. All birds do, you understand? And so there's this is also that Libra energy that's activating as well. Tomorrow's the first day of Libra season. First day of fall, first day of Libra season, you understand? The air element. There's a relationship that you're going to see from a different perspective. I don't know what the relationship will have to do with. We'll see what comes out in the tarot, but there's some kind of relationship, and we'll talk about whether it's with you or a different person. The cards will tell me, and I'll share it. This perspective is going to change. Something is going to turn around. Your perspective on something is going to turn around. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's see what portal is open. This is the Oracle of Portals. The 852 hertz. That's 15. 8 plus 5 plus 2 is 15. That is the devil energy. So there's something that you are breaking free from. You're rising up out of a situation because you can see clearly now. You can see clearly now. Or something will, your dream will tell you, give you a confirmation of something or something like that as well. The number 20 is the judgment card, the rise. There's a calling that will be presented to you, or maybe you will answer a calling. It has to do with some type of adventure, your passion, something you're passionate about. The number 5 is connected to the 5th house. It's like Leo energy. And this is, and it's talking about adventure here. This portal is open. And she's also like taking a hot air balloon excursion. She's in the air. Okay. So that's something that you possibly have been thinking about. And it's a real adventure, but maybe you've just been thinking about it, and maybe you haven't gone after that because maybe you couldn't see a way to it or something like that. It's just something about some adventure that you have been thinking about seeking. And maybe this week you will actually take the action, because 5th house is Leo energy, which is fiery energy. And that's going to be connected to the Strength card and the Sun card. Okay, now today is the partial solar eclipse. So the Sun is transitioning now into Libra. You see what I'm saying? Adventure. So there is something. Wow. And it's crazy because her hot air balloon is actually sitting on the cliff, and she's sitting there watching everybody else go on and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But something about your perspective is going to change, and you're not just going to sit there anymore. You're going to go out and you're going to seek that adventure, and you're going to take the action, because right now you've just been kind of sitting on the sidelines. But you have a calling that's out there, and you know that it's your calling, but something is keeping you perched like a bird, keeping you perched on the edge. Maybe you think whatever it is that your passion is just, it's too far out there. Like no one is going to get it. No one is going to understand it. No one can see that vision. But you won't know who connects with your vision until you go out there and until you get off of the sidelines. You don't know who's out there or what is out there, for you to connect in with you. If you're not out there, you see what I'm saying? They're already out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for you to join the crew. You hear me? So let's go. Since we're in a new moon, let's get a message from the Moonology Messages Oracle. What is a message for the collective for today? Okay. Take the lead. The moon's wisdom. Take the lead. It's time for you to take the lead. For you to go out there and for you to do something. You're meant to lead something, someone, a community, a collective, or something like that. It's time for you to take the lead. Take the lead meaning for someone, you controlling your life, you leading your own life through adventure, living the way you see it. Living life through your own special, a different lens. It's time for you to take the lead. Let's see what the moon's wisdom is talking about. Take the lead. I don't know where I will find this. Let me look in the table of contents. The moon's wisdom is on page 100. New beginnings, 100. Take the lead. The meanings of this card is you've got this. You're wiser than you know, which is why the owl is coming out. Stop putting yourself down. Connect with the wise goddess Saraswati. Make a wise choice. Connecting with the moon can bring wisdom. That's why women in particular and some men have worked with the moon for millennia. This is talking about a vision board as well. You know, that energy came through the other day. Creativity, visualizing the outcome you seek. Believe in you. That's what it is calling for you to do. Believe in you. You better believe it. Believe in you. Seek out that adventure this week. I don't know what it is, but seek out some type of adventure this week. This card just keeps wanting to come out. Now it's on the bottom of the deck and it's moon called, meant to be. Something out there is meant to be. This is like Three of Cups energy. There's a collaboration that could be taking place this week. So put yourself out there. Something that is going to happen is meant to be. We got the moon in detriment on the top of the deck with cut your losses. Top of the deck energy. Maybe you've tried things before and they didn't work out the way you thought they would, but just cut your losses. Don't let that stop you from moving forward and trying something else new. And maybe you tried something that didn't work out at the time because it wasn't divine timing for it to work out at that moment in time. So it was meant for you to take a step back just for a minute, see something from a different perspective before you go out there and use discernment. Use discernment before you put yourself out there again. Do whatever research or whatever it is that you need to do. Owls, air, research, But this week could possibly be the week that you actually do go out there. Take the lead. Somebody may be offered a position where you lead a project, a group, or something like that. Do that. I'm seeing like a resume builder. Whatever this experience is can help you build your resume for a future position as a permanent lead somewhere. Okay. So, sometimes it's like they want me to lead this project and that project, but they won't give me the position of management supervisor, team lead, or shift lead, or whatever like that. That's coming. And if the current position that you're in, the current job or whatever you're in, if that is not the place, then another job will be there for you. And that leadership position is going to be there. But you will have that experience. You understand? You will have the experience. And this is how you may be a leader in a different, workplace or something like that. Okay. So let's go into the messages from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. Let's pull a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. See? You got the number 32 with kinship, community, your group. 3 + 2 is 5. That's connecting us in with the Hierophant energy. There could be something from the way that you grew up that, really makes you doubt yourself or your capabilities, your capacity, or, your ideas or whatever it is. Maybe you've always been told that you think you're too far out there, like your head is in the clouds or something like that. That's possible. How you figure these dreams or wishes, I don't know how you see that coming true. Maybe you heard stuff like that happening, But I'm telling you, your real true kinship, your people are out there. Or maybe your life is different and you have family or your kin people are telling you, listen, you will be great at this, you will be great at that, you should take this, you should try this, you should do this, and something within your subconscious is saying, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, that could be your situation. That's hardly the situation for most people. Because kin people are just wild. Most of us are not born into our soul families. We're born into a bloodline that we are meant to heal the karmic traumas and things like that. So a lot of our bloodline family is not sitting there supporting us and, you know, saying, yes, you can do it, you can be the leader, you can do this, you can do that. It's happening for some people, but most people, that's not the bloodline we were born in. You know what I mean? But your community, your group is out there waiting for you to join it. Take the lead. I mean, you know, take a leap of faith. Okay? But always use discernment. Just don't let it stifle you. Okay? Let's go into the tarot. And then we'll get let's go ahead and get this message right here. Just because the shape of the card, I got my little layout right here. The High Vibe deck. Let's get a message from the High Vibe deck. See what you can do to stay on a high vibe potentially. Okay. So the first one is self-forgiveness. When you keep repeating past events and past mistakes in your mind, bring your energy down. Say to yourself, I forgive you. I did the best I could with the information I had at the time, and take a deep breath. Okay. Then you also have no news. Stop listening to the news. The news tends to focus on fearful stories. Even the fear the news tends to focus on fearful stories, and fear is a low vibrational emotion. So turn off the news for the day or week and see how it changes your energy. You will hear all the important issues just from talking to other people. Okay. And that's also, this may be a time for you to maybe take a social media break also. And just if you come to YouTube, you know, you got your twos and fews, maybe the sacred spaces where you come to get messages, but you don't just scroll on, you know, X or, you know, used to be Twitter. You don't get into X. You don't get into all the, you know, things coming up on YouTube and what all the negativity and everything that they're pushing and whatever like that. Maybe that's possible. You're disconnecting from that. Maybe it's time to disconnect from that. Because it's always crazy stuff going on in the world. It always has been. And I believe it always will be. But we don't have to let it consume us. We don't have to consume it. It's always going to be something going on that's messed up. For real. But there's always going to be good stuff going on too. You know what I mean? So the best way to combat that is for you to stay on a high vibrational frequency. Don't be hard on yourself. Whatever happened. Try to move past it. If something crazy happened today, that's today, or something yesterday, that was yesterday, just don't repeat it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be fine. I believe you'll see over time that you'll be fine. Let's go into the Ethereal Visions Tarot. What's happening this week? Thank you, wind. Because today is humid. Oh, Lord have mercy. You got the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups. I think somebody might need to not tell somebody this kinship. Maybe you need to stop telling people your ideas, because maybe they shoot your ideas down or something. Or every time you get an idea, you tell somebody about a new idea or something you want to get into, they find some kind of way to bring some kind of negative tension to it. So just stop talking about the new things that you want to try or get into or learn or whatever. Even if you have new opportunities, blessings, you know, maybe don't, you know, not everybody is going to celebrate your success. So keep something to yourself this week. Keep something to yourself this week. Or maybe you're staying to yourself this week. Top of the deck energy is the King of Swords. And he's got like a raven. I think this is a crow on his shoulder. So crows could be significant. crows are all around everywhere. So I wouldn't say if you see a crow, that's a sign, because they're everywhere. You know what I mean? But maybe if it's a particular interaction with a crow is acting weird or something, you know, like that. Maybe that would be a message for you to see what the crow is trying to tell you. But pay attention to the other events happening that day. Maybe they'll tie together into a whole story. But you just got to be smart about how you're moving. There's a strategy. Maybe you're in this week. Today is Sunday, so this is the first day of the week. So maybe you came into this week with a strategy of, maybe, you see, crows, I feel like represents something maybe dead. So maybe an old strategy is out the window, and you came into this week already today saying, I have to have some kind of new strategy for something. If I want to receive, you know, new results or something, I got to change up my strategy some kind of way. But I am not going to let anybody know what it is. I'm going to test out the strategy first before I let anybody know what is happening with the Seven of Swords. I got to go out and test the strategy out before I say something about it. Well, I'm loving this new strategy, but I just want to work with it this week. Let's see how it works out this week before I share it with anybody. You know, bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Yeah. It's sad to say, but not everybody's going to be happy for your rise up. Not everybody's going to be happy for that. The Hermit. This is why you just kind of stay a little bit closed off. You know what I mean? But you also have an amazing, a wonderful idea or revelation or something like that. It is going to come to you. It is. Something is going to awaken within you. Within your crown chakra, I feel like, with the swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, King of Swords, something is going to awaken in your crown chakra. On the split, we got the Tower. Something really shocking is going to happen for you. Something really shocking is going to happen. And one thing that's going to happen for someone is you're going to receive some kind of offer. You're going to receive some kind of new offer, and it's going to really shock your socks off. This will shock your socks off. Okay? So let's read the message from the White Light Oracle. The number 20. It's on page 121, if that means anything to someone. That will give you Emperor energy. This is saying recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in the process. It is in progress, rather. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in your higher frequency states as you are entering. You understand? You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Okay? So those are the messages for, what's coming this week. What's happening this week. We are going to upload more videos throughout the week, so I hope to see you in those. But until next time, love.